Alright guys, welcome back to the 76 Grand Cross video. We have a new D-3 teaser towards the new banner coming at the end of the month. And I want to start the video by saying we know from leaks that it is in fact not going to be a festival character. So that does mean quite a lot we'll talk about later on. But as we play through it, guys, we'll show in a second. It's clearly teasing, at least at the moment, a new Derriere or Monspeed, which is a lot to go in towards that one. But also a little bit of a school theme. So one, the biggest thing, they're finally doing it. We're actually finally more likely going to be getting a new Derriere after 4 years. It's been 4 years since we've gotten a Derriere. 5 years if you include a new actual commandment character that was obviously not Estarossa, Zeldris, like Demon King. You know, they're like the standard characters. But like, we generally haven't, I think, what was it? It was 3 years ago we got Valentine's Manascular, 4 years Valentine's Derriere, and in 5 years since the initial release of all the commandments, if we've gotten a new actual like original commandment character, which is like, you know, I don't know how you can say that and people still say 76 Grand Cross is running out of characters. It's ridiculous to me. So let's break it down and go over what this actually could mean. So this is clearly a school theme stuff, right? And if you look at the portraits, you know, it's Derriere's school outfit, and of course Monspeed fit in the theme because this is obviously a, you know, school setting a little bit, right? But does it mean it can be them too? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So I think one thing it does confirm is that yes, it is going to be a new actual commandment character. In fact, we were kind of teasing this a little bit on the podcast when we found out that Alexis, the one who's obviously leaking things, right, did a little thing for his little community where people were able to guess who the actual new character was going to be because he obviously knows who it is and didn't want to spoil it. And he gave the Discord 10 guesses. 10 commandments. That was like the little tease a little bit. So I think with that, and also this as well, it is definitely teasing a new commandment character. And of course, I think the biggest one, especially now with the dual mechanic in the game, a lot of people want a dual unit for Derriere and Monspeed. I think more notably the Endurers. Now, my only problem with this, right, because we know it's actually not going to be a festival banner. We kind of got to limit our expectations. Are they really going to be doing, this is a funny comment by the way, are they really going to be doing a dual character for Derriere and Monspeed, you know, two of the most wanted like villains in the game a little bit, since we've kind of gotten basically everyone. Also, the fact it's the second ever dual character. Are they really not going to make that a festival? Probably not. I guess what it could be is we could be getting like just Derriere in her actual Endurer form. And in part 2, in 2 weeks time, we get Monspeed. So we get like 1 and 2 rather than them both being dual units. That's what I can see them kind of doing a little bit. But I will say it's kind of funny, right? Because obviously JP and also Global tweeted this actual trailer out. And because they only ever releases one shot in Japanese, a lot of comments are actually going on about this, which I'll talk about in a second. This is a one-shot from, of course, the author of 70 Sins, called About That Transfer Student X, which is basically a... You can see some of it here. It's a school life type of thing where Derriere is a new student, Monspeed's a teacher, yikes, by the way, and also, like, the bully is Manascular. And I think the cool thing about this actual character is Derriere's got a sword and also a gun, which would be a crazy seeing game. Also, I believe her name is Kiriko, so I don't think he's even like Derriere. But yeah, this is literally... I think I posted about it. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That design is so sick. Like, imagine if that's the new character coming towards the game. I don't think it actually is because if you look at the wording, right? So it looks like, whose lines are these anyway? It's like they're doing a play or something, right? But right here, feel like pizza day or pasta, and then Derriere is kind of responding, saying, bottom line too greasy, you know, how I counter line a little bit. But also... if it was obviously the student X thing, Monspeed's a teacher and Derriere is a student. I don't think Monspeed's asking Derriere out for pizza, you know, or taking a student out for sweets and desserts. They're kind of crazy. But yeah, another thing too is that the teasers, I think, notoriously have been really bad in like what they're actually trying to showcase. There has been countless of times where we actually have leaks from 70 Leaks himself, but we know for a guarantee what the new like LR or new festival, whether the new teaser is going to be, whether that be a collaboration as well. And the teasers, even though we know what it is, we still can't correlate the teasers to what's actually coming. I think the most recent one was like Barn, for example, LR Barn, where like we knew it was LR Barn, but the teasers were so bad, people thought it was solo leveling. Or even when I think Mayel came out for the first time, the way they were teasing it was like, yo, this could actually be go for a little bit. So honestly, I won't be surprised if they just jump over towards like, oh, they're in school, they're going out for sweets and treats, and then they get attacked by like Grey Road. and Grey Road's only like limited to character or the end of month banner. Like, I genuinely have no idea. I think the only thing that really confirms is that this is in fact going to be a commandment character, which is quite nice. But yes, the Endura, Derriere, and Monspeed already are in game, and I think most people, including myself, will realize looking at the animation for the character when he first got revealed in story mode, you can tell they weren't really meant to be playable. If that makes sense, like the models look good, don't get me wrong. They look really, really sick. I wouldn't mind them. Although they could probably do a little bit more of that because she can look more beastly a little bit, because there are like 2 stages towards the Endurers. There's like their normal form, but then they, I think towards the end, start turning in towards a beast. But especially Derriere. Monspeed's kind of fine. And to be fair, he actually got updated ones in that little, that random one-off game mode he had a while ago where Monspeed was the villain. But like, look at the animation. Looks really, really bad, not really good. So you know that's not like a playable actual character. And then Monspeed as well looks a little bit better too. His is okay. It's a bit bland. But once again, I can just say he does have like new things in his in like that new PvE mode that I can't showcase because it's gone. But the idea of ultimate animations, Monspeed I think was the only good one. Yeah, look at that slash. It's like one little hit. Like, she does not deserve to have those animations. So you know if they actually do come to the game one time. Yeah, that one's a bit better, but like, there's no love in it, you know. All right, so here's Monspeed's ultimate. Like I said, I think his one's a little bit better. Like, I remember it being like somewhat decent. The voice acting is really good though for both of them. Like, it's okay. It's all right. It's not the greatest one. It could definitely do way more, especially like with like recent animations. But like, I remember Derriere being really, really bad. All right, and then here's the Derriere one. It's very, very quick, right? I think she just does a little slash. Yeah, with the hair. I didn't know she could do that. But yeah, that is like... They gotta change, right? So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up the video. Let me know who you think it's going to be. Whether you think it's actually going to be a Monspeed or Derriere. If you think it's going to be a dual character between the two. If you think it's going to be the Endurers. Like, I don't know how we go from Endurers from like a school setting towards the Endurers. It's going to be very weird unless they say, oh, we're doing a new play. And then they want Derriere and Monspeed to be the villains. And then they cosplay as the Endurers. And then they start cosplaying and they wear this outfit, which is meant to be obviously the Endurer-inspired outfits based for Derriere and Monspeed. So, yeah, there's a few routes you can go with it. Whether that's going to be, of course, you know, the actual main characters, or they just somehow squeeze in Grey Road, right? She's there finally. Maybe Grey Road's running the sweet shop. Who knows? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to it. Cannot wait to see what the next teaser are going to be. Unless, of course, Savage Leaks does spoil it. And we'll just review that then. Like I say, remember, this is not going to be a festival character. And also, I wonder if we're going to get a new chapter for the OC storyline. I think we should, even though we're not getting a character from the OC storyline, because they still need to release the chapters. It's been like, what? It's been 2 years since they've added it. And we've only got one chapter every, like, what, every March? So, yeah, one's kind of due. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and, yeah, peace.